It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome. Very nice job to the Brooklyn Cafe. Nice going. There you go. You got it. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe to all our friends in San Francisco, New York, Chicago. I don't know why I start with San Francisco, but I figure why not.
Rice-A-Roni.
That's
the first thing that comes to your mind, right?
Yeah.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you say we start off our travel segment? San Francisco. I think Rice-A-Roni, and I think the trolley car. What do you think?
I think you're wacky. Anyway, if you're watching today's show, you know caring is sharing, so share it out.
Share it out.
Let your friends know, because I am in Facebook purgatory. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Action block.
Action block.
They are blocking me from my own pages. I just think that that's phenomenal.
Happy Thursday to you.
Happy Thursday to you.
Travel Thursday.
Now, I don't know anything except that Paul's here today.
Oh, you know, we have a guest who's not here yet. We'll see if she shows up.
Who?
Jewelry lady.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know you do. I'm like, oh, we're missing somebody, but we keep rolling. Look who's in the house. Mark Freeman.
Spiced muffins with cream cheese icing.
Always. Thank you very much.
Bring them over here.
How you doing, stranger?
Very welcome. You guys.
Did you cook? You baked?
No, this is my wife. No. I mean, I do cook, but no.
Well, let's thank your wife. These looks delicious. Anyone want a muffin with some cream cheese?
No, thank you. I have a gluten intolerance.
You've had a gluten intolerance.
Yeah. Well, actually, so does her mother, but I don't think these are gluten-free.
Oh, have you seen our new...
Next time.
Have you seen our new puffy cart?
No, I have not. That's
Did you like that? That came yesterday.
Did you share?
Freddie, you know, it's kind of nice with the TV there, too, because we get the whole view. If I can eat a muffin with icing on it now, too.
The only problem is, Dawn, I think we have too much stuff on.
You're just, if you do that. Oh, well.
I think you're right.
You know.
Well, happy Thursday. If you want to come on down and get a spiced muffin, come on down. We've got cookies, we've got our new puffy cart, we've got Travel Thursday with Paul Badiato. We've got part 2 of Linda Summers with us. Because yesterday we never got quite to the weather because we got so involved with her story that we only touched the tip of the iceberg, which is spectacular. This woman is amazing what she's been through. And we've got the Miracle League of Palm Beach County with us. Back in the house. You've actually never been in this house.
No, I haven't.
Because we were on location before.
Yes.
Well,
So welcome, Julia. She was with
Julia,
us.
get a little closer to your mic.
She was with us when we were on location.
Thank you for having me.
I remember.
Baseball season it's kicked off, and we've got Dylan back to talk baseball with Julia.
Yes, Dylan, your Yankees are 2-4. Just
Do you like
saying.
the Yankees? Is
What?
that who Dylan likes?
Well, I mean, the Mets won yesterday.
Mets are 5-1. Yes.
Anyone want a muffin? I feel like my mother. You want a muffin?
They beat up on. They beat up on the Marlins.
Well, I mean, the Yankees have a lot of injuries right now, so.
Oh, stop it! You know what? Hold it.
Are you taking out the violin?
Hold on a second. You know what they say in baseball? Yankees have what, Dylan? What was it you were saying?
Injuries.
Injuries. Hey, Megan, how you doing? All I can do is encourage people to come to our set because when we moved here a year and a half ago, there should be like, what's it called, a fast stop video where it's like fast forward of everything that we've done. I came here with a bag, the bag, Paul, that sits behind us here. I had a bag, and Freddie had a car full of equipment. That was it, and that was a year and a half ago. And we started in a smaller room that's now the office at the heart of Delray Gallery, and it has exploded, right? We are in every nook and cranny. We've got coffee carts from Don Pablo, Burke Brands. We've got new producers coming. We've got the Brain Bowl next week. Mary Lou Henner's going to be with us next Thursday on our
Is she
Travel
bringing her
Thursday.
gold medal?
Mary Lou Retton. We have Ali with us. We got so many great things happening. We would love you to be a part of our family. So just reach out to us at 888-994-4995 to share your stories, share ideas, share your business. We always have a place for you at the cafe and always come for a cup of coffee.
So now I'm glad that Paul's on the set because I wanted to talk to Paul. As you see, we have this beautiful card given by Don Pablo. It's our coffee branding deal. Except I was thinking about this last night.
There's a lot of stuff on it.
I was thinking about something last night. I can't get behind it to use it the way I wanted to.
Yeah, we can.
You can. I can't because I'll be like covered. So I have to come up with a way of putting 2 stools on either side to do the branding piece, right?
We can, of course, we need to add more.
So I was thinking if I were, because it's a dolly and it comes apart in 2 pieces. If I were to take this on a cruise line and put it as part of the set.
Paul's coming with you. I have to tell you.
And it has a,
You have ideas,
Yeah.
and sometimes some people think your ideas are a little wacky, and sometimes, hypothetically, we think that your ideas are totally crazy.
who said my ideas wacky?
I didn't say anyone did. I said hypothetically
Dylan.
we might have these thoughts.
Dylan,
that
did you
enter
say
our
my
minds.
ideas are wacky, Dylan?
And then they actually come to fruition, and they arrive from Miami from people who create these incredible things. Because not only is the cart spectacular, the apron on top of it, the hood that they created, whoever printed it on all sides, and the measurement, all of those details are just amazing.
No, what's amazing is the gentleman that owns Don Pablo happens to be in Vietnam and China right now. So he has a conversation with me every night at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't care what time it is here. So he came up with the same thought that I came up. He says, why don't we put an electronic
A sign.
sign on it, like a baseball stadium, where they have all that little, and then we could put up all sorts of advertisement. And I mean, he's thinking way ahead of the game here.
Unbelievable.
So that's going to be the next move. Can you imagine you'll be up there and we take it with
You
us
want to
on,
bring that to the baseball field?
I got to figure out how to put it on a vehicle to take it with me.
Trailer.
I don't have a trailer.
Yes.
I would have to get a
Paul.
I
And
will
there's
get you a
the- yes.
trailer to bring it out to the field.
Well, that's another idea. If you get people who have a trailer and they bring it out, then we set it up.
Bring
It
it out
could be
to
a
the
lot of
baseball
fun.
field for the kids.
Yes, it becomes a calling card of what we want to do. And then I spoke to a few restaurants yesterday who would love for us to highlight not only our table, but they would love to bring this down.
It was a
and
great
have it-
photo op yesterday, too. Just saying.
Yeah, you and all the ladies from Fem City, you get all over it.
You have an empty cart. That's a great photo op. You got to take advantage
You don't
before you
sit on
fill
the
it.
cart.
Why? You know, it was fun.
I
funny.
almost said something.
Here's the funny thing. We forgot to lock the wheels.
Yeah, they started moving.
And we all sat on the cart and it went whoop right underneath us. But it was fun.
So Paul, me, you, and Steve was gonna come. The guys are they're gonna show them how we not sit on it. We're gonna stand around it. Sit on stupid thing and do a
We have a
photo.
lot of fun. Tomorrow is Art Walk right here at the Heart of Delray Gallery from 6 until 9 p.m. Coming out there featuring new artists. The artwork in this gallery is absolutely spectacular. We're at 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. 6 to 9. We will be here all day and all night because we stay. We do our productions. We have the Momentum Mindset show that will be here at 5 o'clock. We'll be doing an Art Walk show. Because Saturday, the Heart of Delray Gallery will be at Boca Bacanal, which will be in Meisner Park. So they've been invited to be a part of this phenomenal event. Have you ever been?
Boca bacalao.
Boca Bacanal.
You know what that is in Spanish? Codfish patty.
Bacanal.
Bacalao.
It's not bacalao, it's bacanal.
It's bacala.
Is what?
Bacala.
Italian.
Oh, that's baklava.
That's Italian.
Baklava, bacalao.
This is bacanal. I don't know what it's. I don't know what it means.
Do you know what that
Patricia, do you know
means?
what a
Sure
bacanal-
they do.
Only baklava.
What's a bacanal?
I only got baklava when I was in trouble.
Oh, I love baklava.
Dried
You got a bacalao? You got a
Dried
Beaten.
codfish.
Dried,
Yes.
I don't
salted,
think-
dried.
That's
codfish.
right, and that is in Spanish. It's called bacalao.
Bacala.
This is bacanal.
No, bacanao and bacalao are the same thing.
No.
Yes, and one is
This can't-
Italian, one is
It
Spanish.
can't be they're going out for smoked codfish at Meisner Park.
It's not
I
smokehouse.
guarantee-
It's a traditional
I
dish.
guarantee you it has nothing to do with codfish.
It has everything to do with
At
it.
Meisner Park, at the amphitheater,
Yes.
it's got to do with food.
They're even
and
bringing in
wine.
codfish.
No, I need a fact checker. Megan, are you in there? Can you please look up what Boca Bacanal is? Because Freddie seems to think it's fried codfish.
Well, that was the Bacchanal was the days from the Romans when they had all of the wine,
Bacanal.
the food, the dance, the drinking, the whatever.
Were you there?
I don't go back to the days of the
You
Romans.
seem to know it very well.
I know, yeah,
That's,
right?
we got Paul Vadiato
Paul
for
Vadiato.
Travel Thursday with us in the house. I think this is a new game we can play. When you say a city or a state or a country, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Like you said, San Francisco, I'm thinking of Rice-A-Roni and the trolley.
Mm-hmm.
So wherever we go, where in the world is Paul Vadiato? It's like, what comes to mind?
What's it called again?
Boca Bacanal.
Bacchanal.
Don't ask me to spell it. Certainly don't ask him to spell it.
I can spell it. Bacanal.
It's Saturday at Meisner Park.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Yes.
There you go. We'll see what it really is.
I did a poll.
Boca Bacchanal.
Boca
There
Bacanal.
you go.
All right, so Mr.
Historical Society and Museum.
Historical Society Museum. Okay, that works.
There you go. You cook fish in the
Wine and
historical.
food.
Wine
There you
and
go.
food.
You see, there you have it. It has to do with the catfish.
Really? If he's
Wine and
right, I'm
food.
just gonna like fall under the table.
No, if I'm right, Dawn, I'm gonna tell you something. You ain't never gonna live this way. Because I took a stab in the dark in that one.
Danny Bastos, come on down and visit us. It's been a long time since we've seen you. We haven't seen Danielle Boujan in a while either, so we have
spoke
to
to her
bring our friends
yesterday.
over.
She was
coming
very
next
busy.
week.
Yeah, no, she may be coming before. She's coming on the 11th
To see
and the
me,
12th.
yeah.
Yeah,
To see him. How do you like that? She's coming to see me, Paul says.
that's true. And I said to her, if she comes, we'll have a shirt for her. Because you have to order a shirt.
Yes, we do.
I still don't know what size she is. I
what
still don't.
size do you think?
What's-
Danielle,
Paul,
we
what
need your
size is
shirt
she?
size.
I'm not going
Well,
to
she's coming to see you. She's coming to see you, Paul. She's coming to see you. At least you could tell me the size.
Danielle Boujan is the finest photographer. Not only is she fun and beautiful, she is so incredibly talented.
Very
That
talented.
anything you need, from headshots to
Headshots.
portraits, models,
Head to toe
pregnancy. She's just so amazing, and I'm sure we can get her out to the baseball fields as well. I'm sure she would love to do that.
Oh, she would
she's
love to
always
do it.
giving back, and she's just a spectacular woman inside and out. And speaking of which, we have Linda Summers with us back again. Talk about a spectacular woman.
Long time no see, Linda.
Hello, long time no see.
Here's what I like. She says, nobody knew my story until yesterday. I'm like, oh my gosh, 22 years and here's her story. And we never got to talk weather. And she
No,
said
we did
yesterday,
not.
Paul, she would really like to meet you.
I don't know why.
I follow her all the time.
I didn't know he followed me, but
She
that's
says,
cool.
I'd like to meet Paul and I'd like to do a weather travel segment.
I
so we
love
can
it.
add that all
Yeah.
to travel and what people do and what times of years and seasons. And I'm going to have Animator put together a whole weather kind of animation to kick off the segment on when we do weather.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Did he say
Hi,
to
Chad.
you what he wanted?
Yes. He said, what do you want? And that's as far as we got.
It was hailing the other day in Palm Beach Gardens.
Stop
It was-
drinking.
It was pea-sized hail.
Yes, it was hailing the other day in Palm Beach.
Dylan,
Yes,
stop
it was.
drinking. Dylan was heavily drinking
was-
in the race. He does the race track. He does the car
Oh,
track.
oh.
Once a month.
Right, so he drinks once a month and it hails.
Oh,
No, the other day here, did you see the storms? There were trees down. It was crazy.
Power lines down, funnel clouds,
And it
water
never got-
spouts. I got it all covered.
And it never got that bad in Boca because as I was
Oh,
driving
yeah.
home from Delray, once I like crossed that Boca Delray line, it cleared up.
Well, by the time it started heading to your area, it started to cool off the atmosphere, and the sea breeze starts to back off. And once that happens, you're not having that friction, and that's so it happened just that perfect timing. It was that perfect melting pot of those storms just to go. Pew. So
It's funny, you know, when you watch the news and the hurricanes come and they get very excited, and you think, how can you be so excited? But here you are being so excited. It's like the perfect storm, and the cold comes and the wind comes. And
yeah, it's just that perfect element. Well, it's because
She comes with her own sound effects.
Oh,
Now,
I come with a lot of sound effects.
I'm not gonna go.
Okay, forget it.
Now go ahead now.
I didn't laugh and snort yet like that.
When
Well,
you
haven't met
do,
John DeMarco,
when
just
you
so
I
do-
will do that.
when you do, we drop the mic and we have it.
We do a one drop now. Whoop.
Now, yesterday on the news, they came out with start making your predictions. Apparently, yesterday was the beginning of. It's not the beginning of the season, but it's the beginning of the prediction part of the season. Did you know this?
No.
Really? I thought you knew everything. So what you do is you predict what kind of weather.
April 3rd, we say we can start predicting hurricane season.
What type of climate
do you
there's
think is
going to
coming?
be? What type the water temperatures are going to be? Where El Nino is going to be? Where the jet streams are going to finish at? Come down to. There's so many different aspects and how the African. Actually, I study a lot of the African plains because that's
where it comes from.
Exactly, and I can detect pretty much how the storms are going to be up higher, lower.
Right, because it comes right off the peninsula.
Yeah.
Now, the funny thing is, you asked a great question about El Nino because it
You
puts
heard that?
more sand in the atmosphere.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, and Nino is putting more sand in the atmosphere, which sort of stops the hurricane.
It dries them out.
That's why for 10, 11, 12 years we didn't have any
Right.
storms. But when it shifts and there's more moisture in the air,
La Nina.
El Nino, La Nina, pretty soon it'll be grandma and grandpa. It makes no difference. It's just sand in the
When
atmosphere.
grandma's knee starts to hurt, that's when you got to worry.
There's
This
El
is-
Nino
like,
and
this
La
is the
Nina.
wackiest
There's
show.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah, too.
Is it really?
Yes,
the expert.
yes.
What's the difference between El Nino and La Nina? I know it's male and female, but
well,
other than
it's
that-
actually different aspects completely in different times of the year, and different parts of the continent.
All right, so
we have-
in Florida,
it's
in
El Nino.
April.
We need to worry here. We concentrate on El Nino, and how that's going to fall, and whether or not we're going to be in El Nino or El Nino is just a not El Nino stage. In other words,
Oh.
It's
if we're in
La
El Nino
Nina.
state.
It's not El
it's
Nino.
La
La
Nina.
Nina.
La Nina. Yes, or El Nino.
Or Nino.
Yeah.
So
but
El Nino?
El
Okay, so
Nino
we're there.
is what is. Yeah, that's it's better for us here in the Florida state.
It is.
But El Nino, La Nina.
La
I
Nina.
got to get my Hispanic. Then that's not so hot.
Now you could tell she's in the weather business because she likes.
Oh, I am so hands. I'm sorry. I'm Italian. I told
So-
her that.
And Paul asked. He asked about El Nino. It's pretty good to be Paul. Beautiful women come on Thursdays to sit next to Paul.
I know. He said she came to see me.
I
knew
love
that, Paul.
Thursdays. I live for Thursdays.
Now, weather in Florida is kind of wacky. I remember when I was coaching football, and it always rained from 2 to 4
Right.
during the rainy season, and then we played a
Inland
game in
especially.
mud,
Yeah.
basically. But because there's nothing but sand on this stupid peninsula, which used to be an iceberg that
Right.
melted, right? It doesn't turn to mud. It just
Right.
turns into heavy sand
In Florida?
and smells when it's on sweat. It's disgusting.
You always know it's going to summer rains in Florida always has that smell.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's
what
because-
predictions are we
Beautiful
looking
smell.
at going
So
forward?
that's
if
what
it
what
started?
everybody should have
For
their own
the
prediction.
hurricane season or just?
But you
okay.
hold yours
Okay.
for last because you are going to influence people with what
Okay.
you're saying. Now you have baseball. You have a field. You're outside. You want it to be sunny every Saturday and Sunday or just Saturday?
Saturday.
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
So do you have a prediction as to what the weather is going to be?
Well, we have a miracle field, and we just say we have a miracle field. It rains everywhere else, but it doesn't rain where we are.
Really?
I
She's in
swear,
the bubble.
we have been on our field. We've been playing since 2007, and I've only had to call 2 games out of rain. Every single time. And we don't play in the rain. We'll play in very, very light drizzle, but I've never had to call other leagues call them. I never call it. We have a miracle league. Miracles happen right around our field. So I'm praying that this season will be the same thing.
And your field is not natural grass. It has the turf.
It has, yes, our field is made out of recycled rubber.
So
it's
it dries
easy
up
to
very soon?
squeegee off real quick.
Is
and
that how
get
you
started.
do? You squeegee it? Well,
Yep.
I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Yeah, we squeegee it real quick if it rains heavily, but otherwise we're pretty lucky. We've got drains in the outfield and
Drains in the outfield.
drains in the outfield.
And last week was opening day.
Last Saturday was opening day. It was absolutely amazing. It was, I mean, I really have no words. We had at least 300-400 people out there.
Wow.
We started off our league with 2 teams. We are at 6 teams now packed. I think by next season I'm going to have to go to 8 teams. We are just overflowing. We've had so many people. The energy was amazing. We had 2 different schools out. We had 4-time All-Star Denny Martinez come out to pitch to the kids. He actually only wanted to pitch 1 pitch, and he loved it so much he ended up staying the whole entire game. He didn't want to leave.
And the Miracle League of Palm Beach County is a very special baseball league.
It is special. It's a sports league, baseball league, cheerleading squad for individuals with special needs.
Love it.
Yeah,
Yes.
me too.
So we serve anybody that cannot play on a regular league or squad. We get some where they're more than welcome to come and play with us.
And
5
everyone
and up.
is successful. So Linda, this is
awesome.
right up.
That's my
right up
alley.
your alley.
Exactly. That's why by us, our Yankees are undefeated.
There
By
you
the
go, Dylan. Those are the Yankees you got to root for.
Yankees are undefeated by
Your
us.
Yankees,
Yes, her Yankees.
not them Yankees.
How many kids on the team?
Believe it or not, right now we wanted to limit it, but we hate saying no. So right now we're at 16 on a team.
Wow.
We have 6 teams.
How do you
It's
get
crazy.
16 kids on the game?
Well, we have everybody bats. So we have obviously a team in the outfield, team in the dugout. When they're in the outfield, a lot of the athletes have buddies. So each child is paired up with an able-bodied buddy. So when they're out in the outfield, if they're engaged in the game, which is fantastic, then they're throwing balls back and forth to the coaches. But if not, then they're playing just catch with their buddies. And then while the team that's up to bat, everybody bats. And if they just want to go to first or if they want to hit a home run, it's their game, whatever they want. And they're just 2 innings.
Do you live stream?
We have not live streamed yet. We've been wanting to do so. We just have not.
And we
gotten a
talked
chance to
about
do
it, and then
Yes.
life happened. So we hadn't
Life.
heard from Julia since we met her, Paul, when we were with you. So it'd been a couple
Yeah.
months. We weren't sure.
Life happened. Yeah.
You know, life kind of happened. So we didn't
Yeah.
get out there last week, but we do have to get out there for one of these games.
We do, and we're actually working on trying to resolve the streaming capabilities of doing this. We came up with a couple of plans that we haven't tried yet. It's a little bit of a challenge because of where the fields are located and the wiring and everything that goes into that. But there's nothing impossible. It's just, you just have to do what we got to do to get it done.
At our field, nothing is impossible. So we
That's
can
right.
certainly get it
Doesn't
done.
even rain there.
And we have rain day.
exactly.
Exactly.
It's the Miracle Field.
It's a miracle field, and we play until May 18th. So pick a Saturday. Except this year, we are taking the week of Easter and Passover off. We just know a lot of families are going to be traveling and won't be able to come out. So that week we won't be playing, but we'll be playing until May 18th.
It's funny, when I was coaching, they used to put it up for a vote. Are we going to play on Easter? And every coach in that room said, we're playing. And then they took it to the parents. So the first year, it was easy. Nobody played. But the second year, it started to get more competitive in Little League. And by the third year, it was mandated you had to play on Mother's Day, Father's Day, Easter. There were no holidays.
Really?
And they used to do this big thing for the mothers. The guys know, because the guys are, whatever. But for Mother's Day, they used to do this big thing on the field, and you walked, and the nine, and da-da. It was
Oh,
fun.
that's really nice.
Yeah, we did. We had to, because the mothers were like seeding. What do you mean we're playing baseball?
On Mother's Day.
On Mother's
Got to make
Day.
it about mothers. All right, Dylan, let's go to commercial break. When we come back, more with weather, travel, the Miracle League Baseball of Palm Beach County, 888-994-4995, and we'll be right back.
I can get my people on.
Are you looking for a new business opportunity with residual income from the convenience of your own home? Are you looking to help people and yourself take control of your health, lose weight, and feel great at the same time? It's time to drink and drop the pounds with Cafe Canna. No need to keep inventory or sit in an office. With 2 simple sachets a day, you'll receive your daily dose of coffee, CBD, and an appetite suppressant. Contact Bev today at 954-612-1271 or visit their website hempshopstore.com. Drink and drop the pounds to a new business and healthier you.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Pure Wave. Supercharge your cells. Energize your body with Pure Wave therapy. Are you ready for improved cell regeneration, less discomfort, a longer, healthier, vital life? Contact purewavenow.com for your consultation. PureWave technology strengthens the immune system and metabolism while activating hormone production. purewavenow.com, 561-965-7777.
Bacalao.
Bacala.
Bacala.
Wasn't that a guy on Sopranos?
Yes.
Tony Bacala.
Yes, he swims with the fishes.
That's what I was thinking. Didn't everyone in Sopranos swim with the fishes?
Almost everybody.
Pretty much.
It's coming out in a movie.
Is it?
Yep.
I'm surprised. How are they going to do the big guy?
I don't know details. I just know that my friend's daughter is going to be in it.
Really?
Yeah, they're filming now.
Interesting.
Your friend's daughter?
Yeah.
We got to get her on the show.
She's in New York.
It's okay. We can bring her in.
Bring her on a computer, right?
Yeah.
Did you see in the news, by the way, did you know all those jewels and the vaping things we talk about? And
Yes,
a little
yes,
segue
yes.
because you work with a lot of kids. It's causing seizures.
I saw.
And these aren't even kids, they're teenagers and young adults. They say it is corrupting and changing their mind.
If you get a seizure, why are you using a vape?
Yeah.
Call 911.
Or don't use the vape. I mean, I don't get it.
It's really funny because booze, when you drink, plenty of seizures happen, but I don't see nobody stopping that. Just saying.
But it's the vape? Well,
It's because they want to put an end to the vape because kids are knuckleheads. And what they did was they go to school and they put it in their laptop and they make believe and then they go to the bathroom and then they make believe. And, you know, if you build something and you demise it, you shouldn't be smoking or drinking under the age of 18, correct?
if you cherish your body, you shouldn't demise it.
Nobody cherishes nothing.
You know what? There's enough things that happen in your body, right, that we can't control. Why are we doing this? And as kids, it's a pack of nicotine in one puff from a vape. One.
And a cigar is 6 packs.
But you know what you're doing, like you can smell it, you can see it. But the vapes, they think they're getting away with it. They don't know it. It smells good, it smells fruity. And there's really some detriment to it.
There's, bad things in life and everybody loves it.
It's because they don't realize they're bad.
Drinking, drugs, the whole bad scenario is bad.
We talked about the jewels before. Just don't do it. I just don't get it.
Just don't do it. I mean, something, put a bullet in your head and you'll know the same difference. I'm sorry to say this sounds dramatic and whatever you want to call it.
So like...
But you know what it is? I mean, I've been doing this for years, and I've been I used to coach, right? Mm-hmm. So I told my kids, you're not allowed to drink Gatorade or Red Bull on the team. Well, who are you? I'm the manager. Well, you ain't God. I says, there's another team over there. Go play. I mean, I threw kids off my team because they wouldn't stop drinking Red Bull. Why? Because mom and dad bought it. These were 9, 10, 11-year-old kids. Well, so what am I supposed to do? Get mad at the kid or get mad at the parent?
They were having heart attacks.
Yes.
These kids, all this anxiety. Yeah.
So the bottom line here is if you know it's not good for you, don't do it. That goes for everything.
True that.
Yep. Right? If you want to party and you want to go on a boat, on a ship, and you want to let the captain drive you and you want to drink responsibly.
If you're of age.
And if you're age, I don't even know what that is anymore.
I think it's still 21, isn't it?
You see, but I disagree with that too.
I know you do. Anyway, we never answered the El Nino question, by the way. We never did.
Oh yes. Okay. So hold on.
Basically, it was a little bit. It's a little bit.
But hold on. What is your prediction? No rain over there ever.
No.
Ever. It's like a camel.
At least not till May 18th.
Exactly.
No rain.
What are we forecasting?
What do you think is going to happen this year, hurricane or not?
I think we're going to have hurricanes, but the majority of them are going to turn north.
North of what?
North of Florida, and they'll head towards the Carolinas.
So we're not having any here?
Now, if they started in the Caribbean, we may get some coming up, but those coming across Africa are going to turn up.
So you think it's going to go north and miss us completely? So no hurricanes. The word is no hurricane. You notice he's getting a little gray area.
It might be hurricanes. We're just not going to get
And when
hit in
I'm on a
Florida.
cruise, there's definitely no damn hurricane.
Take
Well,
your miracle
I
lady
want to
with
talk to you about that. That's why I'm bringing this whole thing up. What do you think?
I think 3, but none here. Because you know what happened the last time?
That we're here.
The ferry that I am, we blew it out to see. I went
Kept turning
that way.
the fans. I said,
Yes,
I told
we all
everyone,
turned
turn
the
your
fans on and we blew it out to sea. Just saying. I know your predictions are never good though.
They're always right.
No.
What are you talking about? My son was in Tampa. Dad, get out of there. That storm is coming. I said, I'm going to tell you something. It's going to hit you before it hits me. What are you talking about? It's going right through you. I said, really? Watch. And what happened? Where'd it go?
We sat here that day and everyone panicked. And you and I sat here with Dan and said, it's not hitting, it's not hitting, it's not hitting.
I went to Tampa.
And it went over. By the time we
I
left
said,
the
come on
studio,
down.
It's
I said,
true.
don't worry about me, worry about you.
What are your predictions?
We're going to get hit hard this year.
You say
This
that
is my
every year
pre-
though.
Okay. I never said that.
Okay, now we're going to ask the expert.
She doesn't want to hear it.
Well, no, I think we're going to get something because, first of all,
How big something? How many something?
they're getting stronger and stronger every year. That's the problem. And the problem is also, regardless if La Nina and El Nino are in play, which they are. I mean, El Nino was much weaker in the beginning of 2 months ago. So it was looking better for us. Now it's stronger, so the water temperature is a little bit warmer. So that's not good for us. So when it starts to strengthen like that, we need to kind of keep an eye on how strong these storms are getting, because they're getting like monstrous storms. So when they,
How about the
well,
dust?
the dust has a huge influence. That's what helped us last year. Regardless if we were getting the big storms,
I got some
they were
dust.
getting ripped
I'm
apart.
going to take out my dust. I'm going to take out my fan. We're going to blow it
Yeah,
out to
the
sea.
African dust is a huge, huge influence, and that is all coming off of whatever the wind flows are off the African plains. So when that happens, that really gives us a huge benefit of, you know, a safety net. And we were clear for so long. If it goes down below that, though, that's kind of iffy for Florida, especially the southern tip of Florida and the Caribbean and where all the cruise ships are and everything else. So that, and it'll come up, it could come up right up the central portion of the state. We've had that issue. Even with the dust in play, even with El Nino, it's so much mechanism, so many mechanisms involved that it's hard to predict that far in the future, but I know that the storms are getting stronger. The El Nino is getting stronger, so that means that we are going to have the warmer temperatures. The African dust, that's, well, we'll see. I got, you know, that's going to be the key, because if the wind patterns flow off of Africa the way we hope they did last year, yeah, it'll give us a break.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you have icebergs melting. You know,
oh yeah, everything.
Mother Earth
Oh yeah.
is going to neutralize the problems you create.
Oh yeah.
And we've created a lot of
Yes,
problems.
we did.
We aren't the brightest people in the world. And what's going to happen is that you see the Arctic blast that they had, minus 38, minus 50, minus 100 degrees in Dakotas and all that. It's going to flip on us in the summer. And there won't be any dust. And you're going to feel the full force of Mother Nature. And I'm going to tell you something. And you don't have to listen to me. I mean, you never do. You don't have to. If you are living in Florida, you better get your act together. And it's one of the reasons that I asked you to come on here. And I want to talk to you about doing cruising and all that, how it affects that, because it's dangerous. But I'm predicting you better get that pack together. Are you ready? Get ready, because I think it's going to be a bad summer.
Get out of town.
Well, that's a different problem, because then everybody does.
Then you can't get back.
You can't get back
really
in, you can't
It's
get
better
out.
to prepare here and safer to prepare your own home in most aspects.
That's right.
But of course, like Mexico City, and they had to get out. There was no ifs, ands, or buts that a Category 5 was going to demolish that area. So they had to get out. But and they were able to, but it was last minute, and everything had to be pushed along quickly to get everyone out safely. And those who stayed shouldn't have stayed. I mean, that's just the bottom
Didn't we
line.
have a bad storm up north in, what is it, Jacksonville?
It was Mexico City that we just had.
That's up north?
It's in
Florida?
the Panhandle.
In the Panhandle.
In the Panhandle.
Now, the Panhandle,
Look at Nebraska. State is underwater.
Right.
I mean, you look, and there are what they call levees. I never even knew what the hell a freaking levee
Where you
was.
drove your Chevy to?
Yeah. But the reason I know what a levee
Very good. This American Pie knows it all.
I went to
You drive your Chevy to the levee?
I went to New Orleans.
Yes.
And Zane in his Chevy took me to the levee. And he says, that's what a levee looks like.
That's the day the music died.
And they were singing.
So they everything.
Bye bye, Miss America.
want to sing.
You gonna keep going?
Yeah.
But I mean, things bust. They're on the water. At least learn to swim. How's that?
Yeah, it's hot.
It's a lot of changes, and all you can do is, are you ready? You be prepared, right?
Get your batteries.
Get your generators. Get all these things.
Dawn went through a hurricane with no batteries, and the box was empty.
Oh, that's.
We had our generator though, which I do need to get really fixed because they kind of rigged it so we would have it. But now I got to really get it fixed. But you can order batteries online. There are things you can do ahead of time to do it. We should find a generator company that repairs generators and start working with them now that it's only
Yes,
April.
you should. I have a generator company.
Okay. But I don't have an in-house generator like you do. I only have the small little
me
one.
too.
Well,
And then the lines get clogged and things need to be changed. And
Well, let me tell you how much I am afraid of this summer. My house is 80% glass, and it has hurricane screens on it, category 5 screens, which I don't trust. But they did work the last time. I'm thinking of putting something over that. That's how afraid I am of this summer. I just have a feeling that it's not going to be
But
fun.
it's the tornadoes that spin out of these
Yeah,
hurricanes.
it's the northeast quadrant of every hurricane.
Yeah.
So even if you're going to have a hurricane, and that's why I try to calm everyone down, because it's not like we're all going to die, you know. Because a lot of people, you know, I don't like doing that. But if you're in the eye, which is such an odd, your odds are so little when you see a storm the size of Florida coming. We're not all going to have major issues and problems. But if you're near that eye, or if you're in that northeast quadrant, that's why I always tell everybody you have to be prepared of the onshore storm surge is a huge thing, and the tornadoes, because that, you know, they're just as dangerous as the center of the eye. And just even in North Carolina, South Carolina, all that this past year with the storm surges pushing on in Virginia Beach too, it went inland, way far up all, you know, the channels. And
you're a Miami girl, so you grew up here. Were you from down here, Julia?
No, I'm originally from New Jersey.
Where?
Jersey girl, Bergen County.
Yeah. Okay.
How long have you been here?
22 years.
So you've
Where's
been
your
through some stuff.
I'm a Jersey girl living in a Florida world.
Isn't that a song too?
Probably a song too. We need Steve-O. I know, Steve-O's got some stuff going on, but we're thinking of you, Steve-O.
I talked to him last night.
How's he doing? He's doing.
I told him that when he comes on set, we're gonna play Grandma's music, and we're gonna cheer up, try to cheer him up a little bit, and we're gonna.
And congratulations on the new baby.
Yes, I'm gonna go see Mr. Joseph Enrique Saturday.
Aw.
You are all sort of all over the place today.
No, man, I'm not here. Yeah, I know. I eat popcorn.
It's okay. I don't need it.
Now, I wanted to ask before we get into, because I'm dying to see
you
what you're
wanna
going to
know,
tell
right?
me
Talk
on
about travel and
travel.
everything else.
What do you do? Buying cases of water, right? You go to Home Depot, you go to Costco, especially Costco, and you buy 10, 20 cases of water. Start today. And you put it in, and you have to cover it. You have to cover plastic water. You know that, right? The sunlight on plastic water will kill you.
Well, unless you put it outside.
Right.
No, you can put it anywhere. So the sun comes in, the light comes in.
What if it's in your garage?
Okay, do me a favor. Cover the freaking water.
Why?
Because it gets fumes in the car. I don't know.
Is this a logical question? If you know why Freddie thinks I
You'll
should
have to
cover the
Google
water
that.
in my garage,
You'll
let me
have to Google
know.
that one.
They told me.
Megan,
If you
Menashe.
have a window maybe in your garage is what he's talking about. He's
know
just
the
saying
heat.
don't let the sunlight hit the water.
The heat in the garage also will. I wouldn't put it in the
Or in
garage.
the garage, yeah,
I wouldn't
no.
put it in the garage.
I don't-
Plastic and water. You see this? This is not a natural state. I do it, I drink it, but it's not a natural state. Do me a favor. Keep it in the house, in a room, put the towels on it, don't let the sun hit. Anyway, so you buy 20 cases of water. Today, go out and buy it. Put it in there. That's one less thing to think about.
True.
Get batteries. Go to Home Depot. Do you know when everybody starts looking for this stuff, you ain't going to find it. I'm not asking you to go buy bread and freeze it. Don't do that. My mother used to do that, but don't do that. Get some batteries. Put them away. Where are your batteries? You don't got batteries. I know you don't got batteries. You don't got no water in your house either, do you?
I forgot what cases. But I have a brilliant idea.
Oh, God.
You put ice cubes in your washing machine, and that becomes your cooler.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
last
then when
night.
it melts, you just turn on the washing machine and let it drain.
Yeah, but how do I wash my clothes with the ice in there?
Why are you washing
You're
your
not going
clothes?
to wash clothes in it.
It's a hurricane.
There's no power.
I need fresh.
There's no power. You don't want clean clothes.
I got a full generator, honey. I got
Very
power.
slowly.
Oh, that's right.
You don't need clean clothes. We're all coming to your house.
I know,
right?
I had the stove going. I had Valerie was pregnant with Rowan, and they came to my house for
But
the
it's,
hurricane.
you know what? Serious. If you have people that are ill, the elderly, people have medications, ventilators, things that you need. Oh my gosh, who is that?
Katrina's baby.
He's that big already?
I know, right?
That's Double
Is that Katrina's big
No.
son?
How did he get so big?
Oh my God.
What, he popped out that age?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what she's.
That is one huge kid.
What a
How old is
beautiful
he?
child.
12.
4 months old.
Holy smokes! Look at this baby. What does she feed them? What does she feed this baby?
Spinach, I don't know.
That's
That is
Oh my
one
gosh.
freaking big kid.
He's a big kid.
He is.
He's adorable.
They love Nana Michelle over there. Michelle, what do your grandchildren call you?
Shell.
Shell.
Yeah, I figured it was easier than fighting the other two grandparents.
So forget grandma, she's just Shell. See, Jen G was onto something. She goes, they can just call me Jen.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I told you today. He says, what are they going to call you? I go, Jen.
My one grandson has been calling me Shelly, and I'm like, whatever.
Shelly, that works. Not grandma, not Nana, just Shelly.
Just Shelly.
All right, that works.
That is one quiet kid, you know?
He's a good boy.
She loves babies. But back to our hurricane season. Just be prepared. We're not joking about it. If you are elderly, if you are ill, if you need extra power, special needs children, get the things in line that you need to get lined
But that's
up.
a whole different.
You know,
that's
so
a whole
things that we
different
need
problem.
to talk about. We're laughing about water, but fortunately, you know, pending catastrophe, we'll be okay. But there are those people that need extra help, extra assistance, extra equipment, extra food. They need oxygen. They need medications. The things they need just to survive and their families. So that's something totally different. We need to talk about when we get back from commercial break.
Do you go down this path and educate people on how to get prepared with special needs and stuff for the kids for storms and stuff like that?
To be honest with you, I never really thought about it until about 2 years ago when we had a threat that was coming, and we had a child who had just come out of surgery, just come out of the hospital. They actually sent him home because the hospital was preparing, and I forgot what the story was, but then the mom was sick and they didn't have a way to shutter up their house, and their budget was nil. And so we knew that, you know, they reached out to us, we were reaching out to them, so we had sent some volunteers over there to help them go shutter up their house. That was about 2 years ago. So my only suggestion to anybody who is listening is to be a neighbor. Find out who's in your neighborhood. See if anybody needs help, especially if you know that there is an elderly couple that might need some help, or somebody with special needs that lives in your neighborhood. Just reach out to them. If you're all set and good, go check them out.
Now, before the Palm Beach County has a special needs shelter at the county fairgrounds.
Really?
Yeah, and that's where they really
didn't even know
advise
that.
if they do have special needs that they find that, and they have people there that can help manage pretty much whatever that special need is.
They're asking me if the Miracle League is still taking kids to play, and they want the address.
Whew. I hate saying no, so come on, bring them on down.
Coach?
Yeah, why don't you come out and be one of our honorary coaches?
Because the problem is, now that Gio's baby's done, I don't know. I didn't know where I was going to be. I had that life thing happening as well,
Yeah.
and then I have my father on the other. I'm sandwiched between my father and
Maybe
Gio's
an
kid.
honorary coach and go out and just volunteer.
Yeah, one day, one Saturday.
We'll figure something out. Yeah.
So if they
absolutely.
want to come out. We play on Saturday. We have a game at 1:45, a game at 3:30, and a game at 4:45. And it's at Miller Park, 1905 Southwest 4th Avenue. And you can find all the information on our website, which is miracleleaguepalmbeachcounty.com.
All right, let's go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, follow your meteorologist. Let's talk about some of those things. Maybe some people you work with. Bring them forward on getting prepared, readiness, all
And I
things
have
that
a
we need
link.
to talk about. You
We
have a
have a
link.
bunch
Where's
of
your
links
link?
on my
All right,
site.
so stay tuned. More information to come. 888-994-4995. Paul, we will get to travel, I promise.
I'm gonna have 100 questions now for this guy. I'm gonna book a travel. What happens?
There you go.
Did they send me this way instead of that way?
We'll be right back. I have to get my wand the right way.
travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a cruise planner's travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. You know, all decisions are made at a table, so find a table near you, and you too can play along with the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
We should make a game. So they can come into our world, they come into our house. We always have an open door, a cup of coffee, a book nook, shot of vodka, which I could probably use right about now.
Three, two, one.
And welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, New York, San Francisco, Chicago.
Ever heard you look like Christopher Walken?
I don't even know who the hell that is. I didn't know who that was until I saw Deer Hunter. And I said, is that Christopher Walken? Yes. Oh, I don't look anything like him. I don't sound like him. I don't act like him, but they say I do. We need more cows. As a matter of fact, this picture, I'm looking at this clown. You gotta come down to Fox. What the hell is it? Foxwood Fountain. You gotta come down to Foxwood Fountain. Wait, where's the cherry? What was that guy?
And we're back in the Brooklyn Cafe TV on Travel Thursday. We haven't even talked about travel. We've talked about the Miracle League Baseball of Palm Beach County. We're talking weather. We're talking hurricane season. We had a lot of questions for you, Paul Vadiano of CruiseOptics.com. What happens if you book a cruise and there's a hurricane? There's an act of God. Are we covered with insurance?
Yes, that's why we always buy travel protection insurance.
Even if an act of God, you're still covered, even if you don't cancel.
When you buy the travel insurance with cancel to the last minute, you can cancel up to the day. And weather certainly is one of those things. And also the cruise ships themselves, or the resorts that are in the Caribbean, they're acutely aware of the problem of the dangers to the people on the islands or to the passengers on the cruise line, and they will bring them to safer water. Now that doesn't mean there are never problems, and at the end of the day everybody has to deal with their own comfort levels, and you settle up after the fact. I just made a decision that when I'm going, I'm taking this young lady along with me. I'm not taking any chances.
And he's taking Chewy with him too.
Yes, of course.
Well, Chewy's got to go.
Yeah, that's kind of inevitable.
Just got to let you know, Chewy. And I'm going to tell you something. You want to hear a quick story?
Of course.
How I met her? She thought I was a fiend on Facebook. She says, are you a fiend?
I didn't say a fiend. I didn't say a creep, like you say.
Creeper.
I didn't say
Can we trust you?
And she says, no, I don't want to go on this show. You're a creeper, and yada, yada, yada. But she's going on a cruise, Mr. Wonderful.
I didn't say that. And I didn't say that either. I will give you weather tips, though.
I'm going to tell you something. But Paul, if I'm going to take a Caribbean cruise, and the storm is coming in that direction, do they tell you in advance? Do they rebook the, I'm sure they put the ship out to the north to avoid it.
Most of the cruise ships, they have full Wi-Fi.
Well, look what just happened with the cruise ship now, right? Last week?
In Bahamas. Yeah, and that was an accident. A crane fell on the ship.
A crane fell on the ship.
And did a lot of damage.
The crane fell on the ship?
Yes.
There was a crane in the ocean that fell on the ship?
No, they were docked at the pier.
Oh, jeez.
And one of those real super tall cranes, it went right over onto the ship. It did a lot of damage. There were people that were injured. Thank God no one was killed. But, accidents are going to happen. There was a rogue wave that a couple of weeks ago hit one of the cruise ships and tilted it to a 45-degree angle. There were people that were injured.
It was like the Titanic. They were taking people off in the helicopter.
Well, because one of the engines went out. The engines went out from the tilt, so they had to fly them to safety and stuff.
So, there are risks, and, when you get your ticket, I was just saying this yesterday, you get your sail pass and it looks really pretty, and then if you turn it over, they got print in about in a 5-point type, at least a page long of all of the
It's
agreements
5-point
that you are agreeing to. I mean, and literally, it's your responsibility. Though the cruise ships are going to do everything that they can to avoid the storm, and if there are problems at a specific location, they're not going to go there. They're going to go elsewhere.
So if I'm going to Coco Cay, let's say, Coco
It will
Cay.
not be a perfect
Coco
it won't be the perfect day if there's a hurricane.
But let's assume that I have this booked, right?
Okay.
I had it booked in advance, and all of a sudden, I know Agnes is on her way, right? And they're saying, we're probably going to postpone this because yada yada yada. Can I take all of those plans, those monies, and fly over to another destination? Can I apply this to a different destination?
Typically not. Typically, the cruise line is going to give you what your options are going to be.
Okay.
It may be a refund or it may be a reschedule. Things happen.
No, I know that. When I was in Hawaii, the captain says, we are going to fly because there's a hurricane coming. And what he did was he went ahead and it went behind us. I have never seen a ship that size go so fast. And we were flying.
But this ship a couple weeks ago, they were trying to fly through this, and it went a little cockeyed, and they all had to be taken off the ship in helicopters in the middle of the night. Imagine.
He hit a wave, honey.
But think about that. Think how scary that is.
Right.
It is very scary. And, travel protection, it's not only if you have a problem that you get sick, it's also a pretty large financial investment to pay for all of this travel. What happens if you need a helicopter to come and take you back to the States? That could be $50,000, $60,000. That's covered. They lose your luggage. That's covered.
They lose my luggage.
You don't have your luggage. They will.
The hell's my luggage?
In the sea.
They lost it.
You went to Barbados and your luggage is somewhere in South America.
They lose my luggage.
But here's the funny thing. If you're on a cruise, you wonder how they could lose your luggage. You take it to the port with you. It's supposed to get on the boat. How does it get lost?
Well, between the street and the cruise ship, there are a lot of people that are going to be handling it, and there are a lot of cruise ships that are going there.
That's
my
hilarious.
gosh.
That is
'Cause that's
hilarious.
the one thing you think is safe. Like you get to port, you get on the ship, you go with your bags, and they're there.
Listen, when you're on a plane, right, turbulence hits. You ever have been on a plane and the damn thing drops?
Yeah.
And you say, okay, that's it, I'm done. And you start praying. Or you start holding on to the person next to you and you both start crying. True story, right? It happens. And then the captain says, okay, we're okay now. Everyone wants to run to the front and beat this guy with a stick.
I've had one say, we're okay for the most part. And I'm like, wait, what?
What about the rest of it?
What do you mean for the most part? What else is going on?
You think about all the things you go through in a day, but you must take your travel insurance. And so call Paul, book your vacation, 561-232-2626. Paul's also certified to work with those with special needs. We've had him on the show with us before, right?
We did.
You can get equipment, you can get oxygen, you can get adaptive equipment, wheelchair, special beds, anything you need. You just got to call Paul and he'll take care of all your needs for you.
That's right. And you're able to go through the corridors with a wheelchair and everything else you were telling us?
Yeah, what we do is we prep ahead so that when your car pulls up to the curb, there's going to be somebody there, either if you need a wheelchair to get you there, and you don't have to fight the crowds online. There's a special passageway for people who are of special needs that they get right through the lines, they get them through security, and they take you right onto the ship so that you're not going to be delayed or displaced from the
Can
shuffling
I hold on
around.
to my luggage?
You take your carry-on with you because in there is going to be your medication.
There's lots of stuff in my
You
boat.
can't trust
Lots of
his luggage. This one went to visit JoJo
But
and
the
left his luggage
marijuana.
there.
No.
Not so much.
No, we don't do that. You left
I
the
left the
luggage
bag.
for JoJo.
Yeah, because I thought Linda had it. She thought I had it, and I left it. It took me 3
And
weeks to
you
get
wonder
it
how
back.
luggage gets lost? You can't even remember it out of the room.
Touche. Touche. It does happen. Stuff like that happen.
It absolutely does happen. And for Miracle League, Palm Beach County, how can people find you?
Easy. Our website, miracleleaguepalmbeachcounty.com. Schedule, locations, everything. Always looking for players to come play, especially volunteers, groups, athletic clubs to come out and volunteer. We'd love it, and especially you guys. Sorry life happened, but we want you guys out there.
No, we're gonna. I didn't know what to do.
Dylan,
we
gotta
had stuff,
check it
we
out
couldn't
now that
drop
you're
stuff,
back,
and
okay?
then Gio had his son.
Dylan gave me a thumbs up. Dylan's gonna go check it out. Maybe Dolly will go with him and do a on remote scout. Dolly, we need to go check out this baseball field so we can go live stream a show.
Hey, Dolly, you play baseball?
Miracle League of Palm Beach County is for special needs kids.
Dolly, you play baseball?
That the one with the stick?
Yeah, it's a stick.
It's a
stick
bat.
and the ball.
Oh, that goes like really, really slow, right?
Yes, it's cricket.
Jolly good.
Dolly, you and Dylan will go out and take a look at the location for us and see what we can do.
Be
Well,
great.
I'm gonna-
Can't wait to see the cheerleaders also.
So much fun.
I used to be a cheerleader.
Me too.
Me too.
Me three.
That's why I needed him.
I was on the cheerleading squad.
I'm sure you were.
I was. I held the flag.
See, I thought you more as a mascot.
No, I held the flag.
Yeah?
They had all the wrestling guys, buffed up guys, but I knew the guy. He said, "Hey, I carry this flag."
So much fun.
But stay tuned. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with weather, more with travel with Paul Badiato and cruiseoptics.com. We've got some special jewelry, I hope in the house that Hillary brought. You know, we don't have time to go shopping, ladies. Just come up to the cafe. We feed you. We got coffee and jewelry, just saying. We make it fun for everybody. And book your next vacation. 888-994-4995, and we will be right back.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. You know, all decisions are made at a table, so find a table near you, and you too can play along with the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
We should make a game. So they come into our world, they come into our house. We always have an open door, a cup of coffee, a book nook, a shot of vodka, which I could probably use right about now.
Three, two, one.
And welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, New York, San Francisco, Chicago.
Ever heard you look like Christopher Walken?
I don't even know who the hell that is. I didn't know who that was until I saw Deer Hunter. And it says, that Christopher Walken? Yes. Oh, I don't look anything like him. I don't sound like him. I don't act like him, but they say I do. We need more cows. As a matter of fact, this picture, I'm looking at this clown. You gotta come down to Fox. What the hell is it? Foxwood Fountain. You gotta come down to Foxwood Fountain. Wait, where's the cherry? What was that guy saying? Yeah, you are Christopher. Oh, look at this. Are you getting me doing the corner choni? LeBron James. And it just went on and on and on. We need more cowbell. This is good, but we need more cow. I don't talk like him. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And it's funny because people come on the set here and they think that La La Land is real.
It is. It is real. It's such a much better place to be in my world. I'm telling you, it is so real. And it's the best thing about being where we are. It's when we found this place and we looked at it and it had this vision of all these different rooms setting up for all these different sets. We.
French? You gotta
We.
And what time is the, what time? You know what would be a really great idea? We bring in 4 new interns, because the interns are interviewing the interns, right? And then we switch the cameras on them, and we take them interviewing the interns.
I was zooming into focus.
Yeah, to focus on your face.
Was that a joke? You're smiling. Daddy's eyes.
Let me start over.
And I want to see if they remember the intern's name. Because when you go through 125 interns, you forget everything.
Love Freddie, but he's got to learn some names around here.
What do you think of the nickname Freddie gave you, by the way?
Which one?
EJ.
You know why it's EJ?
Eject the button. I'm gonna call him Sleeper Man.
This was
Because why he doesn't sleep?
What is Freddie's nickname for you?
It's Alana.
I said Lana Lana, and they said, what? What kind of name is that?
Lala?
I said, I don't know. I don't even know her real name.
I mean, I don't really watch The Sopranos, so.
Why did he give you that nickname?
Because I'm from New Jersey.
The bottom line here is we get these interns, right? And I feel horrible because I can't remember their names.
We work in such an amazing place. We're so fortunate to bring this great group of energy and people together. Wait till you see some of the shows coming up next week. Oh man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Buckle your hat, Batman.
Yeah, I'm not excited.
We don't script anything. Nothing is written down on paper. We just go. It just makes sense in my mind.
I swear to God, do you drink heavily?
I want to be either a Hollywood producer or director for movies.
I want to be working with foreign films. Kind of don't like Hollywood.
I learned how to make coffee.
I think I've learned more about editing and filmmaking here than I have in actual school. Like I can just come in, eat a donut, and edit, and it's totally fine. I'm not incredibly stressed out, and then we actually go out and have shoots.
You want to get married or you want to be a producer, a director?
You can do both.
What do you think about Super John?
He's a little too happy in the mornings for me.
Hey Jackie, want some coffee?
Why are you laughing? This is serious.
Honestly, like what I really want to do is I want to like make something that can impact a community.
I mostly like being behind the camera. I like I'm very artistic. I like setting up my shots and like trying to get really interesting shots.
Hollywood these days are making reboots, remakes, you know, stuff that like people aren't really interested in. Like all the meaningful films aren't being created anymore.
I'm getting into a lot of stuff like photography. I'm starting to take classes on it, even though I have some exposure to it.
Right now I'm just kind of like, I just need a job, so I'm focusing on like whatever I can get and then getting experience.
It's kind of just going in there and say, show us what you got, so I'm able to put my crap on the table.
You know Hansel and Gretel, where they have the breadcrumbs and they always find their way? Well, you can always find me if at a trail of sparkle dust, including on you. There's dust everywhere.
Oh, just stop waving that stupid thing. Don't put that glitter on me. It takes me 20 hours to get that stuff off of me.
But every room has an opportunity for more growth. And when people come and they see the energy and the magic in the wand, all this is the physical representation of positive energies. Everything we do every day.
What I want to be when I grow up is probably a movie producer.
I hope to be career-wise a film producer or TV producer.
I'm learning a lot about health and wellness, a lot of things I didn't know.
I think it would be so funny if like just sort of like a dramatized version of the Brooklyn Cafe show where all these like companies come on, but it's kind of like a parody of like the Housewives or some kind of reality show like that where they all kind of like feud with each other. Two worlds colliding, like my home life and then the Brooklyn Cafe life.
Please be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
What's up? Don't they have enough material to put this on YouTube and call us crazy people? If I get a laugh from Miss Serious over here, then I'm really in trouble. She actually gave a little chuckle. Really chuckle, you know what I'm saying?
Working hard. There you go. See you tomorrow, same time, same place.
And don't be late.
Come on down to 1440 North Federal Highway at the heart of Delray Gallery to be on the Brooklyn Cafe show or contact us at 888-994-4995.
And we're back.
And we're back. Second hour of the Brooklyn Cafe TV on Travel Thursday.
What a mess I got over here.
The first hour we had Julia from Miracle League, Palm Beach County, a special needs baseball league for young children in Delray Beach. Not only do they have baseball, they're looking for volunteers, they're looking for coaches, they have cheerleaders. Anyone that wants to volunteer, coach, come out. Opening day was last Saturday. They are right on the old Bucky Dent's field in Delray Beach, right off of I-95 and Linton. A spectacular organization, and it's every kid is successful, every kid makes a home run, every kid can cheer. It's all about bringing the community together and making them successful. We're talking weather and travel because we had Linda Summers with us yesterday. We never got to the weather part of her segment after 2 hours, so we decided we'd bring her back today with Paul. Nothing better than putting travel and weather together. CruiseOptics.com, your favorite travel expert. We've got Paul Vadiato, and you can give him a call at 561-232-2626. And just to add a little more fun, we're bringing some jewelry into the mix on this hour.
You can never go wrong with jewelry.
Never go wrong with jewelry. We've got Hillary Kofsky with us, talking to jewelry, and she's like electro-magnified. I don't know what she does with copper. But there was that movie with Matthew McConaughey, you know, where he took the lightning and he made this amazing crystal in the sand?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the name of the movie?
I have no idea.
I don't know, but I do remember.
Reese Witherspoon
You
and
don't?
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, the lightning, like.
And the lightning made these beautiful crystals in the
But
sand.
that really truly happened.
That was Superman.
That is it.
And this is what that happens?
Yes, it does.
And this is what Hillary does
It
with
make-
jewelry.
yeah.
She can take electric and she can transfer one metal to another on an arrowhead or to different jewelry. So
Oh,
we
wait a
kind of
minute.
take the weather and make it work.
That was, what's his name was wearing her jewelry? Is that where you got this?
Lynn, yeah.
Lynn was wearing your jewelry? Is
Yep.
that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
So people asked me last night, I was out, how do you find your guests? And I went, well, I find things I like.
We look at the sky and look at the lightning.
I look at the lightning, I see who knows who, and we kind of go. Lynn had a necklace on, I liked it a lot, I checked his page out, and there you were. So.
How long you been doing the jewelry piece?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so business-wise, I've been doing it for about 6 months, but I've been making stuff my whole life.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, ever
She's
since
been
I was
making
a kid.
stuff.
I think her pieces are so unique.
Yes.
It reminds me of old, like, gypsy kind of
Yeah. My cup of tea.
Renaissance type of jewelry.
Yeah.
It's so unique. The arrowhead piece, I was telling you at commercial break, there's an arrowhead piece at the front gallery here. Remember, I keep looking at it. I've never seen another arrowhead piece, and she walks in wearing one.
She has an arrowhead.
She does, and she transfers, what were you saying, you transfer the copper onto it?
Yeah, so basically, one of the things I do is electroforming. So how it works, I'll try to explain it in lay terms.
Pretty cool.
But I use a copper sulfate solution and then a direct current power supply, and then through an anode and a cathode, I dissolve the copper into the solution, and then the electrical current pulls the dissolved copper onto the cathode. So
What
this
are
piece
you, a
would be
chemist or jewelry? Are you a chemist? Are you a biochemist?
Like, no, not a biochemist.
Where'd you learn how to do that?
I just online. I just YouTube.
Really? How to,
You use the wires. Your technique in the jewelry I find fascinating
holy
because
smokes.
she wraps them with wires.
Yeah.
Like Lynn's piece, that amethyst that he wears, is wrapped with 2 trees of life in them.
I saw that. I was amazed when I met him at the NN Studios. The first thing I went to was his chain. And I
Yeah.
said, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
It's pretty
Amazing
remarkable.
stuff.
And you said everything has meaning behind it.
Everything. Yeah. I love symbolism and meaning. I think that my job would be really, really boring if I didn't find something to, I guess, elevate the piece that I make. It gives it a life of its own.
So the piece that you're wearing, why an arrowhead? What is the symbolism behind that?
So this I actually made, I made a while ago, and I didn't post it up for the longest time. And April's my birth month, and Aries and fire and the war of God. And I looked at it, and I'm like, this is about ending the war with myself. And so
Really?
yeah, and once,
Ending the war with yourself.
yeah, ending the war within myself. You know how
Wow, that's
we
phenomenal.
push and pull, we tug at, we'll try to figure out what the meaning of our life is and where to go and what to do, and there's so much doubt and fear, and this was kind of like the reminder of, whoever ends up with it, even if it's just me, just to put the sword down and walk off the field.
Well, now that you've worn it, I don't know how you can
smokes.
actually, because your energy is now in this piece, right? You've worn it, and it means so much to you. How could you even possibly sell it to somebody? You have
It's-
to make another one.
I actually have another one in
There you go,
progress.
right? Because I think if that's the
No,
you,
no, no,
and
no,
she
no,
presses it on,
that. Yes.
it's like my star.
No, the object of the game is that you should make one of a kind.
I do.
Because that one of a kind that's what the gift is. The gift of giving it to someone that appreciates
And
it
who
because
chooses that one piece becomes in tune with that one piece.
That's right.
When I'm looking at stones, I'm all about that. I'm all about your stuff. We'll talk later.
and you, and I can understand from where you're coming
Yes,
from.
yes.
Why it's
I've already picked
now,
out a couple.
it's amazing that you're on here, and I didn't know you were coming. I had no idea you were coming. But it's amazing you are on here because we are into this energy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some products that I've been using, and Tony, I wish you were here for lots of reasons. But there is a lot of good stuff that's going on health-wise with me, diabetes and everything else, and my sugar. I didn't use insulin for the first time yesterday, and it only went up to 120 because of certain things that happen with energy. And I asked somebody to do something with stones with a certain energy field. And I think I'm looking at it. I think I'm looking at the person that understands that language because the pyramids and everything else was built based on energy. I mean, we can't even duplicate some of the things that were built, right? So all of a sudden, you appear talking about what we've been trying to find now for 3 years.
Right.
3 years I've been looking for this. So we're going to have a little chit-chat there. So, but you hold there because I want to get to my man, Paul. Because, Paul, I want to know what you got for me.
Oh, wait till you hear this.
I want to hear it because I've been hearing rumbles.
He wants to talk about the Key Club. And all I can tell you is what I know of the Key Club is probably not the Key Club you're going to share. So I'm going to let you share your Key Club. It'll keep me so much safer, Paul.
Do you remember the Key Club in New York, Freddie?
Yes.
On 59th Street?
59th Street, I had a key.
You did not.
I swear on my life I had a key.
And what happened when you went into the Key Club?
I cannot tell you what happened. It was a giant blur, but boy, did I have a ball.
And Paul has an entire Key Club right here.
Well, I have an opportunity for everybody to be part of the Key Club, which is brand new with Royal Caribbean. And this is for those that like to travel above and beyond first class. And it's a brand new feature that's there. It gives you priority check-in and boarding. So VIP, front of the line, thank you very much. I'm on the ship. Onboard carry-on luggage is dropped off to your main theater when you're ready to leave at the end of it, so that you're the first one off the ship. You're not being pushed and shoved. You have a special welcome lunch at any one of the specialty restaurants that are there. Any of the special activities like the flow rider or the zip line, you bypass the lines. You have special times where you go all by yourself.
Because you got this key?
Because you have the key. More. VIP seating at all the shows. They have reserved on the seats. So the first 3 rows, you're sitting at the front row of every single show.
Really?
Yep. Free internet, fastest internet at sea.
Because that could be pricey. I'm going to tell you something. Internet you have to pay for on
Yeah,
ships.
you pay by speed.
It ain't
right.
cheap. It
It's
ain't cheap.
not- well, but it is fast. I mean, they have their own satellite, so it's quick. Let's see, priority departures from ship when you go to the port of call. If everyone leaves the ship at 8 o'clock, you leave at 7:30. So you walk off, you have help, you don't get pushed and shoved by anyone.
You have to wait online?
Nope, no line. And you have a la carte breakfast on the day of departure at a special time where you'll have the restaurant.
Okay, where does this ship go? No, we're going to go to Costa and
This is on all but 2 classes of ships. Both of those classes are not in
You're
Florida.
kidding me. Did they just come out with this?
This just came out, and it costs $24.95 per person per day. So $50 times a 7-day cruise is $350, and you are VIP, and everything that you want is there. That is awesome.
Nice. Wow, nice job.
And you get all of that.
And there you have
And
it.
you know, if you're going to travel and you don't use the key, not a good idea.
That sounds
You
spectacular.
gotta have a conversation about your days in New York.
I want to know how Dawn knows about the Key Club.
I don't know about that Key Club. I don't know about the Boca Key Club.
Tell me about the Boca Key Club.
What stays in
My
the
lips are
Are there car keys involved?
They're probably house keys in.
Oh, okay.
Time out. Do you know about the Boca
No, I
Key
do
Club?
not.
Do you know about the Boca Key Club? No. So why don't you educate us, Dawn?
People share keys. In like
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah, that kind of key club.
But that's a key club we used to play in high school. Oops.
Really? Oh.
No.
But this key club, Paul, I think sounds like good, clean fun. So that's all I can say.
Yeah, it is. It's something that's brand new, and you know, there are people who, when they travel, they want it a little bit more special. And I guess along with the Key Club, they're offering another program called Royal Up. So if I go and I pay for a cabin on, let's say, the deck overlooking the boardwalk, I'll get an email that will offer me the ability to upgrade to a higher class cabin, and you get to bid on how much you're willing to pay for that upgrade.
Really?
It could be anywhere from $400 to $1,000. But if there aren't people who are bidding, you can get a nice upgrade for a very reasonable price. So you don't have to spend the additional money to get it. And they
What kind of upgrade? Do I get the top bunk?
You're not going into the captain's cabin, no.
Why so many new perks? The Royal Caribbean coming out with so many interesting ways to upgrade.
Yeah, it's just connecting with what passengers are telling them. And people are wanting a more adventurous experience when they go away. They want to be treated, I guess royally would be the way to say it. And I don't think a lot of people really understand what it is like to be on a cruise ship, because the majority of people have yet to do a cruise. You've been on a cruise?
I have.
Okay, have you?
I have.
Okay, well, two.
Well, Paul, he hasn't. But I'm going to tell you something, Paul. I think that what's happening, a lot of people now, there's a lot of people that are booking cruises from other shows that we know. There are people that are coming out of the woodwork. They see you sitting here, and I can see some of them watching. They see you sitting here, and all of a sudden everybody's talking about doing cruising. Because if you look at it, the long run, it is very inexpensive to do this as opposed to taking a plane somewhere.
Well, we pressed that out last week, and we showed what a family of four can do for very reasonable money to be able to do it. So what I did was I picked out just a few little things that are there for people to do. And many people go on cruises for the show. And this is what I picked out for my last cruise.
Nice, that looks like a bingo game.
It's like a bingo game.
That's your cruise right there?
This is my last cruise. This was December 8th. Went to see the Fine Aqua Show at 8:30 at night on Sundays. That was my first night at sea. This was at the back of the ship, and it's done over the water. And it's done with a laser show, music, and Olympic-trained swimmers that are doing the Aqua Show. It's incredible. They have Journey in Time, an ice spectacular. They have an ice skating rink, and they do a show that shows the history of the planet on ice, on doing the Cirque du Soleil type of dancing that goes along. It's stunning. And don't forget, the ship is moving, it's going forward. And
it's kind of funny, Cirque du Soleil on water.
But it's about the history of the planet.
Beautiful.
Okay, the main show.
Everything that looks like a meteorite comes, it lands, it explodes, the dinosaurs. I'm thinking, what do they do?
And they have, there's a screen. There's a screen in the back that's showing it.
That's unbelievable. When you think about what it is, it's not just circus. It's not just balancing. It's
a
like
meteorite hits and the dinosaurs die?
Oh. Well, they come first, they live, they populate, and then they...
Where did you come from? A meteor hits and the dinosaurs die.
Okay, you want me to go to Adam and Eve? I'll get a whole lot more responses on the Adam and Eve versus the dinosaurs in evolution. I mean, let's see which one's Cirque du Soleil's going to play.
See, Paul, the problem here is as you get deeper into the conversation, she becomes closer to Mars.
I feel a meld.
We're melding.
I feel a meld. And, you know,
it's the electric from Hillary's electrocurrent.
Yeah, when you get to the mold, you let me know.
The meld in the mold.
So anyway, the main show on the Harmony of the Sea is Grease the Musical. It is the Broadway production of Grease.
Oh.
Have you seen it?
No, but
Have you seen it?
The Broadway? Yeah, I have.
John Travolta was in the movie.
Broadway.
It's spectacular,
Wow.
and the music is great.
Grease is the word, you know.
Of course, I saw the movie, but not the Broadway.
Right.
I would
And then they have an original musical called Columbus. It's a story of how America got discovered, but it's a comedy. And it's done by the cast, and it's an original production.
That's pretty cool.
They also have a 1990s street party. And that's on the promenade deck. So everyone is dressed in their 90s clothes, or they may have, this year it could be the 80s.
So it's a block party.
It's thematic.
It's a block party.
It's a block party.
You remember block parties in New York?
Oh, yeah, chief. Oh, God,
you ever been to
yeah.
a block party? Ever been to a block party?
No.
Block party? Block party?
St.
Once
Gennaro.
when I was 12.
St. Gennaro's in New
Well, she
York.
says.
Like a while
St.
ago.
Gennaro's in New York. I was
In the Bronx, actually.
well. St. Gennaro's. I used to distribute ice and soda.
Yeah, okay.
That's another story.
Then they have White Night. White Night is everyone is dressed in white. There's white chocolate, and it's dancing on the promenade deck, and it's also brought up onto the top deck of the ship.
You know, the first time you said white night, what I thought it was? I'm back to your arrowhead. I thought it was a white knight.
Oh.
Okay.
K-N-I-G-H-T.
Yeah, me too.
A white knight.
Yeah.
Dawn, you
Coming
can
out
think
of-
whatever you want.
Like a white knight.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, wow, that's kind of cool. Everyone comes dressed in Renaissance and it's
Chest
there's a,
yeah,
white,
exactly.
a knight in white.
You know, it's something to
I
see
feel the Paul
the
speechless.
women with their beautiful white gowns and the guys dressed up like John Travolta coming down the stairs. It's really a lot
John
of fun.
Travolta with the white suit?
Yeah.
I've seen the white night parties and stuff. It's gorgeous. Yeah.
Have you ever been to a white party?
Yeah.
Have you been to a white party here in Florida?
I don't think so, no.
Mm-hmm. It's really
Have you?
beautiful.
Yeah.
White, everything's white. Balloons and everything.
I did it
Then
one
they
time in
have-
Miami. One time in Miami. Never do it again.
Gorgeous.
Never
Hot,
do it.
Pretty.
hot,
It's so
hot,
pretty,
hot. Caribbean night.
You got that.
Feeling hot, hot, hot.
You get up there. You get up there and dance.
Everybody is dancing on the deck. There are clothes moving. There are feet moving. The Caribbean music is just dancing.
Clothes
And
are
the tequila, she be flowing, man.
Oh, jeez.
It's amazing how you turn Jamaican when you do this.
Give Paul a call. 561-232.
Come sail with me.
2626. Come sail away with Paul. Maybe Linda's going to go also. Dylan, let's roll our 1 o'clock first spot commercials. We're going to take a quick commercial break. More with cruiseoptics.com. We've got weather with Linda Summers and Hillary Kofsky. We've got to check out some jewelry. So stay tuned and we will be right back. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true. At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
Holy
And we're back.
And we're back on Travel Thursday. My wand got bigger. I need like a telescoping
What the hell is that?
It's my new wand.
Where'd you get that?
Teddy.
You want to see my wand? Hey,
What happened to your wand, by the way?
I don't know, it's missing.
I don't know. This was from Teddy for my birthday. So Teddy, we miss you. I hope you come back again soon. Tomorrow is Art Walk right here at the Heart of Delray Gallery. They are featuring some new incredible artists. It is a phenomenal place to see the artists, to see the gallery, network, meet new people, have some fun. There's always some great Prosecco. Come by and check out our Brooklyn Cafe.
There's always some great
cart.
Prosecco. Don't come for the art, come for the
Let's look at
Prosecco.
the coffee cart. Let's thank again, we must thank Don Pablo and Burke Branch for creating this phenomenal coffee cart for us. You know, when Freddie has an idea, and Freddie, this is so spectacular what they created and delivered yesterday. There's almost not room for the coffee, it's so spectacular, but we're going to make room for it. Talk about branding and putting items on it, what we can do here, and just take some of our sponsors and our advertisers to a whole nother level on a branding bar, like you talked about. Amazing.
Yes, we're going to travel with Mr. Paul. You know, Paul, on the bucket list, now that the BB&T Center is out of the way, now next is the Miami Stadium and the Marlins and all that. We're going to be doing shows.
No, next
from
we're going
there.
to go to the Addison.
Addison is on the radar. See, they want us to do a show there. We got Brews Room in all their 8 locations. That's going to be another fun thing. We got Nino's. He called me 3 times to go down there. So we're going to be doing this stuff, Paul. So there is the giant puzzle. And I'm thinking that a puzzle of us with Paul on there, we're going to do like, because she wants a picture of what we want so they can make a puzzle out of it. So we'll do a picture with Paul on there doing his crazy dance or whatever.
I love it. But, you know, I think what really needs to be gotten across is the fact that while we all have a good time and it's fun every week, if you have a business, this is the centerpiece of where you're going to do all of your advertising. This is the kind of people, the kind of group that you want to be associated with, and that's what comes out with everyone here. I send this out. I get so many compliments for people who watch. And
Well, you do a nice job. When is your next expo?
we have a bridal expo coming up in May 21st, and that's going to be at the Palm Beach Airport Hilton. And it was interesting. I just got a reach out on Facebook yesterday from a very high-end wedding planner in Orlando. So she may be coming down too.
Fantastic.
We're going to bring her on, new friends to the set.
And we get to network a lot with our friends here. So not only is it the commercials and the sponsorships, we have some fun. We get to bring so many amazing people together, right? We get to do travel and weather. And I have to tell you, those green earrings on you, Linda.
Which one's the green?
The green.
I love those.
I
Those
can
are
feel the energy.
so spectacular. Hillary, the earrings that you created, your line, do you have a name for your line of jewelry?
Yeah, my business name is The Alchemist of Aram.
The Alchemist. The Alchemist
Of Aram.
of Aram?
Yeah, it's
Meaning?
it means sun, but it's the origin word for gold.
Wow. You're speechless.
I think you're a chemist. What is your background? That you know all of this. Don't tell me you did all this on Google. Yes? Really?
Google DIY. I mean, like, I didn't go to school for this stuff.
What'd you go to school for?
Psychology.
Oh, there you go. No wonder why she's good at that.
Psychology of the stones, but the green earrings you have on.
All right, so let's take a look. Dylan, can you pick her up?
Are they blocked by the camera?
There you go.
Unbelievable. They're so spectacular.
Now, what do you call that earring that she has on the green one? Let's start with the green one first.
Oh my gosh, you know, I haven't named those yet.
Megan, can we zoom in on maybe a camera on some
Maybe
of
on
this jewelry,
3?
please?
Maybe camera 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's name it.
Okay.
Green Goddess.
Somebody call Amazon.
Green
Google.
Goddess.
Green Goddess, I like it. I mean, I made, so
Why not? She
when
looks
I was
like a goddess in those earrings with her blonde hair and the green jewelry.
Because I want to name the earrings. I don't want to name
did.
Linda.
I did. Green Goddess.
Green Goddess.
Earrings. The green.
So everybody that's going to buy this is going to be Green Goddess.
Why not? I mean, how can you not? Those are spectacular.
Spectacular.
I mean, and the way that I see it, like when.
Nice job, Hector.
What do you see when you put that together?
What do I see? It's just yesterday I was making those and I kept on thinking in my mind heart space.
Linda, turn your head so we can see. Keep your head like that.
It's different shades of green. So like in the chakra system, green is the chakra color for the heart.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I saw these beautiful different shades of green and it just worked.
So that could be the stone from the heart.
Yeah.
Stone from the heart. There you go. Mm-hmm. That works.
Just
too.
so funny. All right, so let's see the other one.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Hold on, Hector. We got 6. All right, so let's see this one. Hold it up there, Missy. Let's get tight. Can you get tight on it?
Do you see it?
Nice job, Hector.
Those I was actually thinking of naming. I was thinking of naming them Aries.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for those particular names.
I made those at like 2 a.m. last night. I was so inspired.
And what are those made with?
So those have Tabasco geoda-agates in the centerpiece, and then there are, let's see, pyrite, zircon, carnelian, and then spinel in the middle.
You know all this just by looking at it.
Yeah.
Holy
But what I love about her earrings is the technique, because how she wraps the wire around it. It takes me back. I mean, not that I remember, but like Renaissance, the warriors, the jewels that women would wear, right, with their long gowns and on the horses, and just spectacular.
Yeah, that's what inspires me. Like when I sort of. I don't really know how I found my place in creating this, but I got so inspired by like bohemian living, by like the way that you feel when you feel like a goddess, when you feel like you're adorning yourself with love.
That's exactly what.
All right, so let's switch those to go to the biggest set. Let's switch those. Let's put 2 more on.
And you
her.
also do necklaces as well.
I do necklaces as well, yeah. So I have
piece you have on.
My piece. I have this piece here today. A lot of my pieces have sold recently, so.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Where do you sell your pieces?
On Etsy, I'll go to expos, like weekend markets, things like that.
E-commerce on your website?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
The arrowhead, I think, is incredible. You have another one you said not with you, but at home.
Yeah.
Now, tell us a little bit about you, the person. I mean, where do you come from? What do you do? Where'd you come from?
So
how'd we find you?
I know how we found it, but where do you come from?
So I grew up in Miami, actually. I've lived in South Florida my whole life, and I mean, I was on track to become an insurance agent, actually, and then I got fired from my job about 6 months ago, and I was doing jewelry before then, and it was kind of this point in my life where I'm 26, and I couldn't imagine living another day just not being able to do what I enjoy doing, so I took the leap, and I said, fuck it.
Her side hustle.
It's like I think we're on cable.
Oh, sorry.
The ripe old age, she's the same age as our kids.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But this was her side hustle. She's done her entire life. This was a calling for you.
Yeah.
And you made this your full-time gig.
Now, what did you do before insurance? What were you doing?
Oh, gosh, a lot of things.
A lot of jobs?
Yeah.
Did you graduate from any schools, colleges?
Yeah, I went to FIU, graduated with my bachelor's in
In what?
psychology.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Thank you.
So how come you didn't back into your major?
I didn't know what I wanted to do when I graduated, and I wasn't really clear in my path. Now I'm a lot clearer. Like I am planning on going back eventually, but jewelry has always been something that in my mind I could envision myself having my own business. So.
And the pieces, the earrings that you're wearing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, these guys?
Yes. Hector, can we zoom in on her earrings? I tell you to zoom in on her necklace, but it's probably not a good idea. So let's zoom in on the
Yeah,
earrings.
you have a good shot.
Yeah, we got that?
Yeah, that's good.
Or maybe we can just zoom in on Hillary.
No, it'll work.
Where in Miami are you from?
Let's see. I grew up in Doral and then Miami Shores, and then was back and forth from Miami Shores and Miami Beach for a
And
while.
I think you're friends with Jay and Janine, our Momentum Mindset show on Fridays,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, I was, or am.
Do you have a website?
Yeah, I do. It's thealchemistofAram.com.
Look at these earrings.
Now, the alchemist of
Arum.
I don't get
A-U-R-U-M.
A-U-R-U-M. Arum, which is the classic name for gold.
Origin word. Well, it means sun in Greek.
You couldn't say gold, right?
Well, well, I mean, that's why I chose the word.
No, I love it.
Oh, okay.
Don't get me wrong, but you know, it's tough to remember.
And why the alchemist?
When I thought about like what I was doing. I'm not literally doing alchemy, but it feels like in the energetic sense, I'm taking something that's raw and making it into something that's valuable and meaningful. So that's
These
why I
earrings
chose
are
the word alchemy.
I mean, the colors on the camera are amazing.
Thank you.
So the amazing thing about what you do is that you're way ahead of the curve, right? Because here you are and you have your major and everything else. Is the least thing that you do is that. Even though sales about what you're about to do is inclusive of what you studied, but you have a different calling. You have a different meaning to what you're doing. The jewelry may be what you do physically, but the meaning behind these pieces is the part that gets to me.
Yeah, that's the part that gets to me too. Because I mean, like it's the, to me, the like what inspires me drives where my skill set goes. It drives what I want to learn how to do next and where I want to take it and how I want to create it and how I want to present it, because I think that it all ties in together.
Where do you want to take it next?
Well,
what's your calling? What do you want to do when you grow up?
Well,
and don't use the F-bomb, but anyway.
I'm sorry.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
So I want to be a psychotherapist and a coach.
Tell me why.
Well, there's a lot of reasons.
Give me
I've
one.
always been drawn to helping people, and I've always had a way of, I guess, showing people the way out. It's just a connection that I have. Somebody can bring me all their problems, and I'll
You
help
want
them figure it
everybody's
out.
problems? Wow.
Not everyone's problems, but
she can show
How about hypnotherapy?
That's an empath, basically.
Not hypnotherapy. I was thinking, I love Jungian psychology and Jungian psychotherapy because a lot of it goes back into symbolism and meanings. I mean, a lot of it's based through archetypes, and that's kind of my thing.
What is your sign?
Aries.
You're April what?
April 17th.
It's coming up.
It's coming up in.
She's an Aries like me. Warrior. I know. Just saying.
You know, it's sometimes it's difficult when you're back into who you are, because you sound like you're a very intelligent person, and things move very slow around you, so you speed everything up. You get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you are doing your trade. So when you have so many things turning, it's interesting. Do you have something special going on right now? Any kind of gigs going up or anything to push?
Do you do pop-up tents? Do you do shows?
As of right now, I don't have anything planned in the near future.
How'd you get working with Lynn? Because that piece you created for him is how this whole thing kind of happened.
And he's another you. He's a male you.
Yeah.
Lynn. He's amazing, that guy.
Yeah, he is incredible.
Lynn Everard, I mean, you had this chunk of amethyst, and you wove, I guess, for lack of a better word, 2 trees of life on both sides.
Yeah. Yeah, so I met him through like a leadership program that we did together about a year ago.
Through gratitude?
Yeah.
We know her too, right, Token Joe?
Yes.
Yeah, so we did that together. We were on like the same team, so to speak, and then ever since then we've just grown closer and closer.
But think about the piece you created. How did you even think of that? 2
Well,
trees of life wrapped around?
I had known him for quite a while, and he was getting really into the violet flame and like healing, like really using the violet flame and all the philosophy behind that to heal a lot of the guilt and shame that he was brought up in. And I knew a lot of that history, and he was very much into integrating the masculine and the feminine even at that point in time too. And so when I listened to why he wanted the necklace, I got inspired by sort of combining the two, because really, like with the masculine principle and the feminine principle, the animus and the anima, it's something that is in all of us. We all have it. You know, in some of us it may be a shadow aspect of who we are, but really, like, to live a fulfilling, integrated life, we get to combine it, we get to integrate it, we get to use all of who we are. And that's what inspired me to make his piece. And
So do you think your jewelry, your pieces can help people live that life, right? It brings them to your message, right? Your arrowhead. I have my star that I wear. Like, people resonate with certain, right? There's something that we know that we can touch against our heart chakra and know that we can live that full life. Is that part of your inspiration?
Yeah, it's a reminder. It's a symbol. Like for your star, like you look at it and it reminds you about something really specific about who you are. And I think that the more personal that we can make what we wear, our talismans, our earrings, our jewelry, the deeper that inspiration, that meaning can go, and it can change over time too. And that's what I love about what I do so much, is it's like, at the end of the day, yes, I make jewelry and it's a symbol. Like my earrings make me feel like a goddess every single time I walk out of the house.
That's exactly what I think of. When you still have them, you changed
I
them.
I have mine.
They're just spectacular. They talk about a statement piece. The arrowhead you have, Hector, can we take a look at that before we go to commercial break? I love the meaning that you created behind that.
Yeah. Ending the war with
So what's
within
so
ourselves.
your war within is?
My war within is doubt. That's my personal war.
It's beautiful.
Doubt and jumping the gun. So returning to grace, reminding myself that everything's going to be okay.
So that grounds you.
Yeah, it does. And
beautiful.
It's funny, when Gio was in school, he wouldn't stop yapping. And I kept getting called into school. So I made him a button.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to him, anytime you feel like you need to explode and talk, I want you to rub this thing. And he did. And he will tell you the story. So, you know, sometimes symbolism about something that's precious to you. See, what I like about what you do, it has your meaning to it, right? You can call things whatever. But you're actually addressing people's needs and wants to the stone.
Mm-hmm.
You know how hard it is to do it? We've been doing this for a long time, and people come up here and they talk about who they are. I mean, I know Paul forever, and this guy's a master of here. He just is. He's one of the best in the business. Yeah. And you wouldn't think it because he has a captain's hat on. You're talking about one of the most educated. You're talking about one of the most educated men that I've ever met in my life. True story. Not because he's here, because it is. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
But I look at you, and all of a sudden, this whole wave of you're here, but the real you is over here. It's unbelievable.
But you can see her back in the Renaissance. You can see her on the white horse. You can see her with the clothing and the jewelry. And
past life.
There's no doubt about that, right? And her spirit lives coming forward.
Absolutely.
Do you put a card in with your pieces explaining the meaning of what it is?
Yeah, every single time that I get an order from online or that I have to ship something out, I will write it down in detail, and then when they buy it from me, I'll usually have a card pre-made, written, explaining to them why I created the piece and what it means and some of the symbolism behind it and things like that. That's really important to me, that people know.
What's your Etsy site?
TheAlchemistofAram.com.
So it's the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all The
We
Alchemist
didn't
of
give
Aram.
out the number, 888-994-4995. If you want to talk to her, you know, sometimes you meet somebody on set, and like Paul would to take a vacation, and you say, you know something, I have doubt. Can I talk to you? And maybe something can be established with communications. Your background...
Makes me think of the show you did last night.
No, that's right. I mean, your background is all about communication. Your pieces just make the statement, which is kind of cool.
Let's go to a quick commercial break. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, thealchemistofaram.com, and of course, cruiseoptics.com. Book your next vacation with Paul. And Linda, your site is?
Florida Severe Weather on Facebook.
Florida Severe Weather. Stay tuned, and we will be right back. Whoop.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Do you want to enhance your love life with flowers? Rejuvenate love, life, health with flowers from Blossom Moments? Weekly deliveries to your home, your business, hospital, or even senior centers. Give us a call at 561-951-6343. Blossom Moments could also coordinate your wedding or event. Contact Blossom Moments at bmgevents.net. For all of your floral event needs, large or small, call Blossom Moments. 561-951-6343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe on travel. You know, I love this one. It gives me much more flexibility to land the plane. Travel Thursday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. You never know what we're going to bring on. And wow, you are spectacular. Your personality, everything you bring forward, amazing. Your pieces are just...
You are your jewelry.
Yeah.
You really are.
We love your aura.
Right? Truly spectacular.
I want to say hi to Lynn Robbins, a good friend of ours. Happy Thursday to you. And we also have Becky. I can't read that.
I have Natasha, I have Walter.
Boyd Becky.
Boyd Becky.
Hi,
Boyd Becky.
You have Natasha, you have who else?
Walter. Yeah.
Walter, how you doing? Walter who?
Hi, Walter. He's on my page. He's so
And I have a shout out to Scott Greenberg, who right now is on a 3-month cruise, and he's listening in.
Oh, he
Nice,
is?
Scott. Where is he
Scott
now?
Greenberg is listening. I met Scott Greenberg about 5 years ago.
I know him since Hector was a pup too, but he right now is on a 30-day cruise, and he's on the other side of the world listening to us now.
I did a commercial for his company.
Yes.
He played it on the
Comfort
national.
Care.
Yeah, Comfort Care. Nice
3-month cruise?
Yeah, 3 months.
That's what I want. Do you know there
Yes.
is a ship coming out?
Yes.
That you can rent an apartment to
Yes.
live. It's a condo. You buy it if it's like $300,000-$400,000.
Instead of going into assisted living.
Hey, that's right. And let me tell you, it's cheaper.
And you get to meet new people every week. You
Every
have to learn
day.
anybody's
Is
name.
it medical care?
Huh?
Is it medical care?
They have a ship's doctor is there.
There you go.
A medical
Sounds
care.
fabulous.
You're
Oh,
90. You can't get out of your room.
I'm thinking about sending my parents.
Oh, stop that. No.
Send your parents.
No.
Why?
What's the matter
On a
with you?
cruise?
Yeah, right.
With medical care?
No.
You said it's cheaper than an assisted living.
No.
They'll love it.
You're not going to have your mom and your dad on a cruise.
You can't talk about a one-way ticket.
Your mom, I can see happening. Your father will complain every night. Also, you have a shout out. Somebody is sent you a voicemail and they want to come.
Yeah, I have a voicemail, a shout out from a very, very old friend from the world of not-for-profits. And she started a not-for-profit that is sponsoring young women to go to Israel for 7 days to learn of the history of women in the country of Israel. It's non-political and it's non-religious, and it's a real deal. And she'd like to come on air and talk about the project and allow people who would like to invest in that to be part of the not-for-profit.
It's called the Esther Project?
It's called the Esther movement.
Okay, the Esther movement. It was just
From the
Purim.
Bible.
And we got people. We got Fem City. We're going to introduce you to.
Got a lot of things to get going.
200 companies.
You have a singles cruise coming up on the Riviera.
That's coming up October 14th. We're down now to 4 cabins.
No, 2 I heard.
4.
No, I heard that you got a memo. It said there are 2 left.
You're going?
There are 2. Listen,
He's going on the singles cruise.
there are 2 left. So if you want them, you better call right away.
Yes, you do.
On
And
William Shakespeare?
William Shakespeare leaving from Avignon, France.
Avignon.
To Lyon.
To the wine country, ending in Lyon. So you go into Paris, take the train, and you board this incredible riverboat, and guided tours every day, incredible food, wine from the area in which you're going to see, and you get to meet some very interesting people. 75 singles or solo travelers.
Wow.
So ladies or gentlemen, this is the cruise you want to be on.
And everything in between.
And how much is it?
It's $38.75 plus airfares, only a couple left. And if you want to go on the same cruise, but you're not a single, you want to go with your sweetie, the cruise is $2,079 per person.
It got
Because
cheaper.
It's cheaper because you're sharing a cabin.
Yeah. It got cheaper because you're with somebody else.
Well,
No,
you're
you're
with two
paying
people.
double, but
Well, they're not
sharing
going to
a
pay
cabin.
for you to have a good time. What's the matter with you?
But you're sharing a cabin, so if
Yeah,
you're
but
single, you get the
I
cabin
guarantee
to
you the
yourself.
singles are going to be more sharing the cabins than anything else.
Hey, what happens in Avignon stays in Avignon.
Avignon.
You can always travel and cruise with Paul. When's your next cruise? You're going in next month, aren't you? Or this month,
21st of
actually?
April.
What the hell are you
We're in
going?
April already.
Harmony of the Seas.
Where are you going?
Going to the Western Caribbean.
Really?
For how long?
Just for a week.
Just a
like
week.
nothing.
What a job you got. I hate
So
you.
we're not going to see him that week.
No, I want you to.
You can be there. You go.
I want you to get on the internet on the
I
ship,
can.
and I want you to remix in.
How? With Skype?
Okay,
So
I'll
that-
tell you how. Just make sure you do. He'll give you all the details.
All right.
Dylan's happy to be
That's
back.
the
He
deal.
missed
And
us.
tell them if they need a camera guy, we'll send Dylan. Dylan, you got your passport?
You can fit, probably fit in a suitcase.
You can fit in the suitcase. Hector won't fit in the suitcase.
Hector will not fit in the suitcase.
We can put Dylan in the suitcase and put 2 holes at the bottom, and he can walk the suitcase in.
There you have it. Paul's going to travel. If you want to travel away, cruise with Paul on April 21st. You're also cruising in November.
We're going, yes, in November, we're going to be going on the Allure. We're going to be going to 4 Mexican cities. And that's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to come sail with me.
Have you ever gone to Alaska?
I haven't done the Alaska cruise because the thought of sitting on a plane between Florida and Vancouver is just not my cup of tea.
But can you take a boat up the California coast?
Yeah, you can go right through the desert. It's-
Right
No,
across.
around the
Right-
California
right
coast.
through. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, listen, I was going to create the cruise from the Bronx to Brooklyn using the Hudson River. So don't,
The Circle Line got there
the
first.
Circle Line.
You got,
They
they
beat
got
me
there
to it.
first.
They beat me.
Could have been a whole lot of fun, Freddie.
It could be a lot of fun. Now they cleaned up the Hudson. It's all clean.
And when you book your cruise, check with Paul and make sure you book your travel insurance for those hurricanes or storms or illness. You can cancel up to the day of the trip, and that's a great perk. So make sure you book that as well.
Also, if you're a military and you get called to service, that's covered for that. Or if you're a business person and you get called into a meeting, they will refund the money on that. It's a very all-inclusive
That's
package
amazing.
on that. It really is. But you know, I get my weather forecast from this young woman over here,
He's part of
and
Linda's page, Freddie.
Nancy B wants to know if your wand, your magic wand, what does she want to know? How everyone is that a magical wand in your hand?
It absolutely is, Nancy. It is a magical, wonderful wand.
Yes, and it has
create greatness.
It has a weight on it, so if you mess with her, she hits you over the head with it.
I create each wand has
You can
its
make people
calling.
disappear. Hit them over the head and they go right down.
I've got my wish wand, my OG wand, and yes, my wand does create magic. Everyone who joins our set, so come on down and see firsthand.
You know, the funny thing about these wands is that when I first met Dawn, the first show we did, she didn't use her hands.
Oh.
She put her hands underneath her legs, and she was talking like this. And I said, "Is there like an illness that runs in your family?"
That would be impossible.
It has
for me.
evolved, but magic does come right from these wands. They're spectacular.
I can defend it now.
It's
Defend
true.
it now.
It evolved from a reason. Like you said, everything has a reason and a purpose, but
That's right.
it now truly has a purpose. So come on down, Nancy.
Nancy Beer says, "I thought so," and she says that the trip to Israel she's
I
excited
think the
about
trip
that.
to Israel sounds spectacular, non-religious, non-political, but what a great opportunity for women to go to Israel of any culture, any nationality, any religion, because it is truly the hub of everything and everyone. No matter,
it's about learning and connecting.
That's incredible. What an opportunity. I'd love to learn more about this.
It'll be on air.
All right, we're going to bring her on air. How can people reach you, Hillary?
You guys can reach me at thealchemistofarum.com, The Alchemist of Arum on Instagram. My phone number, 305-560-7587.
I'm going to
Or
teach
the
you.
Alchemist of Arum, A-U-R-U-M.
I'm going to give you.
A-U-R-U-M,
I'm going
yeah.
to give you a company so you can put an 800 number up, so you don't have to put your number up.
V card.
It'll
There
be,
you go. We'll get you a V card.
Oh, there you
Absolutely.
go. The V card is even another way. It's
Virtual,
easier.
virtual business card.
Oh,
so people
okay.
can connect with you. They can purchase everything even right through their phone.
And when
That's
we go,
awesome.
Simple, easier than a website.
And when we go on remote, you come with us and you set up a pop-up tent and you can talk to people. And I'm sort of interested to see how people will react to your form of jewelry, because that's a whole different bag. I'll tell you that right
Talk
now.
about the energy
There's
in that.
healing too. I mean, there's a
It
healing
is.
component.
It is.
to
If you sort of understand where you're coming from, that thing makes a whole lot of sense. It doesn't surprise me because Faye,
Jay and Janine?
Jay and Janine, Momentum Mindset, and Lynn and everything else, those guys, they got it right here. They really, really get it. And if you watch that show on Fridays
Tomorrow
at 5 o'clock, they really, really get it.
It's a
and you got to
phenomenal
look at
show.
that. And Lynn, I want to bring him back. 15 different ways to go with him, and at least he brings stuff for men. Just saying.
Absolutely. Lynn was the other gentleman we were going to connect you with, Linda, for the book. He is a book. He's
I
a
already
life
spoke
coach.
to
You spoke
Lee,
to.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Oh, we're meeting Monday before Monday night show.
Excellent.
meet with the lead
You should have him come up to the radio station and do the whole. Let them interview you there.
With Dr. Jessica and Wendy.
I'll see, but I have Lisa coming.
No, you're gonna have Lisa, but let Lynn be. Let
Dr. Jessica and Wendy.
in the
she said
studio.
she's real packed the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, you know,
but
so
we'll see.
We'll get them.
You tell Freddie. Freddie asked you if you can come up for 15 minutes. She'll come.
How can people find your weather site?
Go to Florida Severe Weather on Facebook.
You wait till you hear her story. It definitely needs to be in a book.
And she's ahead of most of the services, truly.
Thank you.
And the forecasts are phenomenal.
How'd you find her page?
I found it on Facebook and I subscribed to it, and I tell you, she's right on track. I get an alert on it, and sure enough, my neighborhood is.
I'm on her page too. That's how I found her.
Thank
you.
Amazing.
She called me a creeper. Hey Dylan. Hey Dylan. What we're gonna do is we're gonna be doing the weather on the show. So we're gonna hook her up you're gonna hook up your room or whatever you have, your studio.
That'd be great.
And we're gonna do the weather with you and have some fun with this. We just have to figure out the logistics, but right on there you can see it.
Lots of stuff to come. And Paul, people can find you how?
Oh, they can find me anywhere. They can go online, www.cruiseoptics.com. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. What else is out there?
His V-card.
YouTube, V-card.
It's everywhere.
Cruiseoptics.com.
It's on every show.
And Brooklyn Cafe on Thursdays.
That's
Always. 561-232-2626.
Now we have the Friday event
Tomorrow,
here.
Art Walk.
What do we got cooking?
6 to 9 p.m. tomorrow. Art Walk tomorrow. If you want to
I'll
come
be
back,
here.
we've
I'm
got
here.
the illustrious Karen.
I have a
joining
friend
us
of
on
mine who's
set.
a new artist here. She just took space here, and she'll be exhibiting tomorrow for the first
It's
time.
amazing the new artists that have
Yeah.
come forward. This place, I think it was on television on Sunday.
It's on PBS actually. It's going to be on Channel 2 and all the hotel channels now.
It's
the
on all the
Harvard
hotel
Gallery.
channels, which is an unbelievable deal. They're also working a deal with iPic Theaters.
And
which
FAU.
We're meeting with them too, and FAU. We're meeting with them on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, there's a lot going on.
So there's a whole bunch of stuff. And soon we are going to be issuing Comcast commercials in Boca.
Love
17 channels.
Lot happening. Thank you, ladies. Thank you,
Nice.
Paul.
You're welcome.
Have a great day, everyone. Be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Pure Wave. Supercharge your cells. Energize your body with Pure Wave therapy. Are you ready for improved cell regeneration, less discomfort, a longer, healthier, vital life? Contact purewavenow.com for your consultation. PureWave technology strengthens the immune system and metabolism while activating hormone production. purewavenow.com 561-965-7777.